One other thing I want to talk about is how when you learn to love yourself unconditionally, and there's layers to understanding what love really is, what happens is you hold this certain frequency of light, right? And people who are in your field naturally will be able to be clearer in your field because the nervous systems are all interconnected. So the person with the strongest nervous system in the room, others will naturally tune into that. This is why it's important that when you are aware of your power as an architect in the game, you do your best to stay as calm and centered as possible, because if you are, upset or something and there's people in the room, you actually have more power to distort the nervous systems of those around you versus helping them. However, when you clear negative entities from your field and you're choosing to allow higher forms of intelligence and entities that are closer to God's heavenly light, right, and love, lower entities cannot be in your field. So when you're also in a room from like a non-physics standpoint and more of a spiritual standpoint, but they're all interconnected, is that lower entities that typically are attached to people can't be attached to them in your presence, which allows people to have brief moments of clarity when they're in your field. Now, when they leave your field, the lower forms of entities come back, but what you've done is you've created a gateway for higher level entities of light, whatever their capacity is at that moment, because not everyone can necessarily hold your light in full. You've now created a bridge. So they now know that there's another path, another way of being, of feeling inside of themselves, because you've done the inner work of clearing distortion from your field. This isn't just happening in your immediate field. This is broadcasting out. I mean, you have to ask yourself, what is actually real, right? Like, are there really billions of people existing, or is that just part of the game that is making you believe that? Have you actually seen billions of people in front of you? There's different perceptions, but you don't really know what's real in that sense of what's being projected in front of you. All you can focus on is what is going on in your immediate field. So focus on staying present and focus on understanding how your energy is impacting both yourself and those around you, and how what you're consuming in your immediate field is impacting your energy. That's the only thing that matters.